recording has started. So, hello and welcome back to round 2. This is going to be a very interesting match, judging by what we've got on the field. It is the Supreme Scream Meme Dream team of PTB fighting against the Lil Bits team of Tabe. These people have some interesting backstory behind them. They're both a group of notorious shitposters within Providence, so being drawn together is rather interesting.
Yeah, so this is pretty much a match that will go down to who shitposts the most, or rather who will put out the most damage in this case, because they landed very close to each other. At least the Gnosis and the Scorpion will be of the red team, and that is the Lil Bits team, will be facing a lot of blaster power through a very DPS heavy team of PTB, the blue team.
It looks like it's a classic ECM comp with 3 bonus ECM ships and probably an ECM armor Gnosis with a Talwar for like some extra DPS going up against pure damage with what looks to be either a Torp or a rapid heavy missile launcher Raven, a Blaster Ferox, a Blaster Thorax, an Autocannon Thrasher, and a Blaster Atron. I cannot wait to see some things get absolutely hammered here.
I think could be really interesting in this setup. I mean, in the previous match we discussed drones, and drones are good against E-War teams, but this team, the PTB team, will still have drones. But the most important part of this whole setup is the fact that the Scorpion went into 0. A Scorpion who goes into 0 screams bait to me. So the question is, does PTB go for the bait? And since we all know how they post, they launch for anything. If they can go for easy pickings, they're gonna go for it.
Alright guys, get ready please. Oh, do we have a DC? Of course, the traditional Griffin DC has once again foiled our very plots. Devesta, yeah, I'm guessing you'll need to reconnect, right?
We all know that it's Bob's way of punishing him for flying a Griffin.
To be honest, so far everyone who's had a Griffin has won. That's a 100% rating. No one who's had a Griffin and had that Griffin DC has lost yet.
But the Griffin was also the only ship that died.
True. We'll see how it goes.
My point is that Griffin should be punished.
Griffins should be punished.
I wonder if that will be the case in this match.
Yeah.
I've just got a sneaking suspicion about the Lil Bits team that they went for a bait Scorpion with a heavy shield tank as they can get with their 8 mid slots. And then they're just gonna lessen the incoming DPS by their Blackbird, probably a Damp Talwar and Griffin.
The real interesting thing is, do you think they've gone for the double bluff? Because they've brought the Gnosis in very, very close as well. Do you think that maybe the Scorpion might be not bait tanked, but the Gnosis is?
The thing is with Gnosis, since it's got split
but they could fit armor and shield tank to it.
Oh, true. But then there will be a great lightning from above striking them and they just implode. Which I do not recommend in this setup. To implode.
No. The thing is, if one of these ECM ships goes down, the rest of the comp will slowly fold around it. So the question is, can PTB melt something before before the ECM gets spread properly? And also something that's underestimated in an ECM comp is just how much communication it takes to run it properly. Because you've got to keep talking to your team about, okay, I have this guy jammed, this guy isn't jammed, this guy's scramming me, this guy's able to point me. But you've got to really maneuver that sort of thing.
Especially if you also use damps on the Talwar, which I'm pretty much expecting, even though he went in at 30, so who knows? Because if you do damps with the scan rest dampening, you can actually, if you're really good, you coordinate that with the ECM. So if you get an actual ECM on someone, the ECM pilots, they call out, we got that person jammed, and the Talwar switches his damps to that one. And then when he can lock again, it will take him the equivalent of a full ECM cycle to be able to lock again. So you don't you can like move around ECM like that, and which means that even with only 2 ECM teams, if it's true about the Scorpion, they will be able to apply E-War to all ships if they do that. So it could be interesting. Could be interesting. Of course, they can also die in a fire to drones, which I don't necessarily think is a good idea to do.
Alright. So it looks like the Griffin is back. We're just going to lock him up. And after that, we will start the countdown.
Yeah. And while we wait for that to start up, just a reminder that the blue team is the Supreme Dream Scream meme team,
Global Jin.
while the red team is the Lil Bits of Separates.
Okay, guys. So we're going to start doing the countdown now?
Wait, Jin.
Oh,
Yep.
this is gonna be interesting.
Real problem. The old drones are left in the Pharaox. He needs to change drones. He has like...
Nope. You came to what you can. Is it T2 drones?
Yes, that's the
I'm
problem.
sorry. You cannot launch drones.
Oh no.
It
They mess up.
appears that they have left T2 drones in their setup. Ah.
Oh, it can't be helped. They
No.
probably had some important stuff to do on the forums at the time.
Yeah, obviously. Okay, guys, so we're going to start the countdown now. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, engage. And here we
Here
go.
we go.
We got to wait for that couple of seconds lag as lock time goes
And they're
down.
going for the Gnosis. They're going for the
They're going
Gnosis.
for the
They're
Gnosis.
not going for the Scorpion.
Oh my! Oh, it is
Oh.
getting. It's taking a lot of damage,
Bye
but
Gnosis.
so is the all mapped out Thrasher. I assume that's shield fitted for maximum damage. And
That
yes,
Gnosis
it looks
is
like that's
armor
an
tank, at
armor
least.
Gnosis.
Yeah.
I imagine that the Raven is probably
But I mean, the DPS we see on that
Yeah.
Gnosis, it should be more. They're definitely landing.
they're
E-War
definitely
now.
landing jams on at least the
That
Ferox.
Griffin
and
is
Raven.
just burning. No, the Atron is. Oh, Atron is.
The Atron's
going
burning
straight
for the
that
Griffin. I think he's got
Yeah.
tackle.
Oh yeah, that's a Torp. That was the first Torp. The Raven has been jammed up until now. Oh, look at that Thorax.
Oh, it is
He was
melting,
shield tank.
and so is the Griffin's taking a ton of damage as well. This is going to be very close.
Yeah,
I
but
think
he
that all mapped out
probably
in
have
the
armor
thorax is
tanks.
going down,
Yeah.
and he's
Oh.
gone down. So it seems like the DPS team has been out DPS'd by the ECM team. What a twist!
Yeah, and it looks also as if the PTB team is all shield tanked, even though they're.
They have no logic. Yeah. So. And
So
what
that
was
Thrasher is gonna disappear now, farther
Oh,
of
yeah,
the
absolutely.
PTB team. Oh yeah, ooh,
going down.
it's going. That Gnosis, yeah, he
And
had
obviously-
a hell of a tank.
And obviously, I told you that I thought it might be that the Gnosis was bait tanked as well, and it seems like either that's correct or they're just not applying enough DPS, and that really seems to be what's happening here.
I'm
PTB,
definitely seeing that Scorpion using
yeah, and light drones are
looks
taking
like
down the
sensor
Atron.
dams as well.
Oh wow! And it looks like the Atron is going down as well. So this has not gone well for PTB. The rush has really come to bite them in the ass because losing just one ship against an ECM comp just makes it so incalculably stronger because you can concentrate
Yeah.
that ECM down and down.
Yeah, that Atron is in structure now, though Atrons do have a lot of structure naturally that won't help him much.
No,
This was a very commanding victory, and reminder here is that when you're going up against the ECM team, for every hostile the ECM team kills, that makes their E-War even more
Yeah.
effective.
and we can see
'cause
that
they can
Blackbird
spy it.
absolutely has to be range fit. He's just sitting at 70k.
Oh,
He
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
even seem to be moving. He's just taunting them at this point, going at 20 meters a second. Just like, I don't need to worry
And
about
he's
this.
also naturally, it looks like he's repping the Gnosis.
Who? The Blackbird?
No, the Scorpion.
Oh,
They
the
have one
Scorpion.
ship that can
So it's a
use it.
rep ECM Scorpion.
Yeah,
My
they can't do
God.
much DPS anyhow, so why
They
not?
don't need much DPS. The Gnosis might actually go down. They might
Oh,
make at
no,
least
yeah,
one
oh,
kill.
yeah, he's being
It's-
bumped away by the Raven. Oh, that's a
Oh,
nice play by
bumped
Bumstead.
away by the Raven. And obviously that Ferox
And now
was
he's just
XL
burning for it. Now
ASB
he's
fit.
burning for it.
Oh,
Oh,
can they get it down? It's in structure, and the Ferox is going down as well. Will they have enough DPS? If that Ferox goes down, I don't think they're going to be able to break it.
Gnosis is burning. If you see it, he's burning.
He's
around
burning
the
transversal
Raven
as well
and
to try
back
and keep...
Scorpion.
Oh my lord! It looks like the Ferox did manage to get a reload on its ASB or something along those lines, but it's not enough. And it
Gnosis
looks
is
like
back in repping range of the Scorpion now too.
yeah. Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Oh, that's the Ferox.
They're not even going to get one kill to round off this thing unless an absolute miracle of RNG turns up. Because that Raven is going to have every jam under the sun placed on it right now.
Hey, it's just drones that do DPS on Gnosis now, but he's not...
RNG! He heard the prayers of PTB. Once again, not going down without a fight.
You know what? I think I miscalled it with the Scorpion and the remote reps as well, because that looked very much like a Gnosis that burned out his reps.
Oh. Oh
okay,
man,
that
that
leaves
is
a
crazy.
single Raven on the blue PTB team.
Can he outskill 4 ships? I don't think so.
He's
but
burning for it,
gonna
burning
try.
away, but I don't know what he's going to be able to do here. Really.
He looks like he's
a
burning
Torp
for that
Raven.
Blackbird. He's hoping
Yeah.
for one missed jam so he can start DPSing it down. I
But
don't
even
know
if
he's
it
gonna be able
does,
to do
I
it.
mean, it's a Torp Raven versus a Battlecruiser.
Yeah, he could
it's
have a
not gonna do
grappler though.
much.
A grappler would be
Grappler,
very
but
strong
he
in
needs
this.
plenty of target painting there, and I bet he doesn't have any at all actually,
Yeah.
because I haven't seen any during the fight.
Yeah.
Though that might also just be the Evor thing.
Yeah, he also could have painting drones and things like that, but the problem is
That
we-
tower
yeah.
definitely has the dumps as well. So essentially what the red team went with was armor tanked, heavily Evor team.
It,
And the Gnosis that probably provided them with boost to their Evor effectiveness. as
yeah,
well.
that's most likely, yeah.
So it's a bit of a guess here, because if that Scorpion, Blackbird, Griffin team had gone up against a drone team completely, I think this fight might have turned different.
How do you think this blaster, like basically just like a Kaldari almost rush team would have done against the drone comp? Because we saw the Armageddons whoop in at 0, and
I think it would have done pretty good.
it actually turned out, by the way, in that last fight that was a remote repping Armageddon. It had double injectors in the mids and a full rack of large reps. All it was doing was having a team huddle around it and hoping that it could stay, and that would not have been able to last against the DPS of a rush comp like this.
I'm very interested in the fit of that Scorpion in this case, because generally what you want to do if you have a Torp Raven is that you want to go for something that you do full damage to in the beginning. And they just offered up that Scorpion.
I think this Raven must be normal rep fit, because he has done way more than 9 reps worth of stuff, unless they just don't have enough DPS to break through his tank before he runs out of charges.
Yeah.
But the problem is that he's just not going to be able to do it, and I think the Griffin is heading towards the edge of glory there.
Yeah,
if the Raven can head him, if the Raven can push him towards the edge of glory, that's going to be a significant...
Yeah, he's going for it, he's going for it, he's going for it. Is he going to turn? Is he going to turn?
It doesn't look like
he's
it.
Gonna go... Oh, shit!
Oh, coasting.
That could
So
not
close.
have been more than 2-3 kilometers left.
No.
No,
but-
okay, yeah, he's taking some transversal versus the Raven.
Yeah, we're going to
Not
be...
that it really matters, but
Guys, we have 2 minutes left on this match, so...
yeah. I think it's going to go to time here, because it looks as if Punk
just has
in the
too
PvP
much tank.
team. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he has ancillary, like a large ancillary and the XL normal booster.
That would be an interesting way to fit it, yeah. But that obviously means that you need your support to apply any damage, and unfortunately it does look like there's no support left. You know, they've lost the rest of their team, and...
And I mean, the
He's
ECM
jammed
team
out.
would never have much... You can't get the ECM team with much DPS. I found that out the hard way in Alliance tournaments, when we've been unable to break stuff even if we had the entire team jammed. So...
Yep.
Yeah.
It does
It's
look
a
like
bit
this is
hard
going to
on.
go to time, but It was a valiant effort right at the end there from PTB with Punk slapping the Raven, managing to burn down that Gnosis and kill off some other links, but RNG has not been kind.
Good target calling by Severance there too.
Very
they
much so.
actually went for the heavy DPS of the Thorax early.
Yeah. And they removed targets as quickly as possible so that they could increase the effectiveness of their ECM.
Yeah.
Because obviously you can only bring 3 bonus ECM ships to this tournament.
Yep. But as well, if it's true what I think about that Gnosis, if that had the Eivor strength thing, it also added to the Talabar's damps effectiveness. So
Very
essentially
true.
they did have a full setup of ships which had Eivor superiority.
Okay, and that is time on the round, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, and Tabe has been victorious. So,
That means that we'll be seeing the PTB Supreme Dream Scream meme team. I keep forgetting that last bit. Going up against the... was it?
it'll be the bold Vitavets.
Yeah.
But we will do that second. We're going to have Tabe go again, and they are going to go versus EOS's team, as long as both captains are available and ready.